Sorry. I thought my mic was muted. Sorry, not sorry. I listen to opera. I'm a weirdo. Is this Tartarus Station? I think is the name of the joint. You will take a bit of damage on your way down here. Yep, Tartarus Station. Period. So here's what's crazy about Borderlands 1. Here's how wild it is, you guys. Are you guys ready for this? I don't think you guys are. Let me find my way up here. There we go.
It's a beautiful day on Pandora. Well, apart from the mechanical Armageddon.
Marcus is not a store. You can only talk to Marcus. You have to use his shop.
Why did I decide to wear wool in the desert?
So this, boys and girls, this weird, this really strange looking guy is Mr. Blake.
Exciting opportunities await. Break's over. Get back to work.
If you don't know, Mr. Blake is kind of like this strange character in this game, but he works for Hyperion. As some may be aware, he does make brief Echolog appearances in Borderlands 2 and in the pre-sequel. Kind of a side character. Now, we don't really get this anymore, so I'm just going to show it to you guys. Oh. Yeah, we don't really get this anymore. So I'm going to keep opening these until we get a pearl. I'm not sure how often pearls spawn in this game. Now in Borderlands 1, these chests right here actually spawn good shit. They have dropped legendaries in the past. Let me tell you what I was going to tell you guys earlier, right? Oh yeah, Iridian weapons, infinite ammo. Now there aren't exactly legendary shields in Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2 kind of introduced that. Oh, the volcano. The volcano. I'm using a Cyclops. I have a couple of pearls. I have the tsunami. Hadakata tsunami, kamikaze bonsai. I have the Undertaker that I got legitly, and then legitly. And then I got the Lightning Nemesis. I don't think they're gonna spawn in here. If they are gonna spawn. But something absolutely absurd that I was gonna show you guys. But Hyperion has assault rifles. Like, you guys don't have to believe me. I don't expect you guys to. But don't say I didn't tell you. in this game. So yeah, we didn't get much from in here. Just got a couple legendaries to spawn. Actually, not even a couple, just one. But still though, this is one of the greater loot rooms in the game. The pearls wouldn't spawn in here. We'd have to go farm General Knox's secret armory. I like the tsunami. Hatakata tsunami, kamikaze banzai. Alright, let's quit fucking around. Let's get straight to business. So, a little birdie a long time ago, I was playing with this dude and he just, I don't know, he was being funny and he dropped me a modded weapon. Look at that. Imagine if we got to experience that. I'm pretty sure that's like Wham Bam Island. No, it's not. It's not Wham Bam Island. I wish we got to experience that part of the map.
Hey, sugar. I've got another job for you. Stop on by.
Womp womp. And aren't these like fast travel stations? No, they're not the new U stations. Where is the local new U station? At least you're not on Promethea. Maybe they'll have an Atlas assault rifle up here. What's this quest so we can turn in? Wait a minute. Super Marcus sweep. Yeah, no thanks. Dude, look at this. The first gun on here is a legendary. But it's a fucking Tediore legendary. Jeez. And mind you guys, this is back when Borderlands considered revolvers, like magnums, their own separate ammo. Repeater rounds versus magnums. Magnums pack a fat punch. And here I'd also show you guys, yeah, weapon proficiencies. So the heavier the level of your weapon proficiency, the bigger the bonus. Up to 48% more gun damage and a 102 reload speed. Now for some guns, their final is like a fire rate or an accuracy, stability. For snipers, you want that stability. For Iridian weapons, it increases the cooldown. So, Iridian weapons in Borderlands 1 are kind of a weird thing, because they never make a return in any other Borderlands game. They semi get replaced with E-Tech weapons that shoot out these same kind of orbs, almost, but they're just not the same. Can I help you? And this is T-Bone Junction. Which I know everybody already knows that. There's the Racer, the Lancer, and the Monster. We'll cruise around in the No, let's grab the Racer. So the Racer is its own unique variant of the regular car, except of course it has a significant boost in speed and handling, and it has a custom spoiler on it. However, it is also less armored than the standard version of the car, the Runner. The Crimson Tollway. So yeah, that's the speed boost. That can also quite literally break the game. It's so crazy to me that they sort of knew what they were doing with this game. Hate camp. Here's the other crazy thing you could do too. You go back.
Those bitches weren't expecting you to land on their heads. Okay, I'm sure Mr. Shank is holding your girl in one of those cells.
We can actually go back and General Knox. Birthday card, yes.
Again. So I just got a birthday card from the Admiral. It's got a picture of a dragon on it. It says to my special friend on his birthday, flame on. And the dragon is lighting the candles on a cake with his firecraft. Doesn't even make sense to me. It's like mowing your lawn with a nuclear weapon. It's not even my birthday.
It's like mowing your lawn with a nuclear weapon.
Maybe just kill yourself, see what you throw.
Hemorrhoids and bacon.
All right. This is General Knox. I don't really want to be here. This planet smells like hemorrhoids wrapped in bacon. I sent Steel to this planet to take care of this little problem, and also because, seriously, have you heard her? She talks all the time. And hello, have you met our friend the Sun? So, I guess, thanks for turning her into a meat kebab. Also, I'm gonna kill you and stuff. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. But my friend was being funny and dropped me a modded weapon. Stock machine gun. Yeah, this thing's modded. This thing's stinky. I'm gonna take the Lancer. So the thing about pearls in this game is they have a very specific drop source. They can't just drop as like a world drop like they do in Borderlands 2. You have to go to these Lancer chests, and even then they have such a brief chance to drop. They have like a less than a 1% chance, I think. So yeah, in this game to farm for pearls, you just have to be very, very, very patient. That, or, you know, the mod 'em in. Then you're not farming, you're just modding. Now, I know in the past I heavily condone and shun cheating. Cheating is wrong. But, in my case, and I'm not doing any special pleading here, I'm just saying, in my case, the reason I have this is to kill Cromarax. So yeah, these chests right here, they can spawn very powerful loot. More importantly, they spawn pearls, which in this game, pearlescent weapons are actually fucking goated. Now, pearls, I don't believe, made their way into Borderlands pre-sequel, or Borderlands 3, or Borderlands 4. They just done away with them. All because Borderlands 2 had some shitty fucking pearls. Not my fault that Borderlands 2 had shitty pearls. Not the community's fault. The Gearbox made poopy guns. Alright, that's Gearbox's fault that they made poopy guns. Oh no, you didn't. Hate camp, 2 kilometers. What the fuck is a kilometer? The warmongerer. Team damage. Moxie's red light. Let's see what this vending machine spawns in. So yeah, in this game they kind of have these weird healing kits that you have to use. You can't just naturally heal like you can in Borderlands 2. And even then, in Borderlands 2, you know, you just require those like health vials. But the healing kits would basically essentially I don't know, essentially they would grant the user. And see, this is why Borderlands 1 driving kinda sucks, donkey ass. That sucked, donkey ass. Alright, you wanna play these games with me, dog? Alright, big dog. You booted. Booted, I tell ya, booted. Booted. You're booted. This is fucking stupid. You're fucking booted. Borderlands 1 driving just sunks donkey balls. Borderlands 1 driving sucks balls. I got it just says trouble. And you guys are about to see some dog shit. I really need to buy a second controller so I can join in as second character, drop loot, then spawn the character I want to drop the loot for. Almost feel like getting some McDonald's and then coming back home and watching a scary movie. Not like those stupid comedy movies that are called Scary Movie, but like, you know, Sleepaway Camp, Saw, something spooky. Maybe even Scream. I love Scream. Haven't seen the newer ones, honestly. What's going on? Wally. Yeah, that's another good trick, is shooting that eye. Cromarax is such a little bitch, honestly, not gonna lie. Now, watch Cromarax drop nothing, or watch him actually surprise me with a single pearl. So he dropped multiple legendaries. So in this game, legendaries kind of drop. Their drop rate is super common. Like, in all actuality. Ooh, it has 2,000 shield capacity. Look, Hyperion Assault Rifle, the Crimson Cobra. Told you guys Hyperion had assault rifles in the game. Ooh, ooh. It's fucking based. A rifleman. Rifleman. Oh yeah, look at this bullshit. Torg had SMGs. And they did fat ass damage, dog. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, normal guns in this game, 200 damage, 400 damage, 300 damage is considered quite a bit. So you gotta consider, yeah, the Tsunami, Hanakata Tsunami, Kamikaze Banzai. Yeah, it's doing 288 times 3. It shoots 3 projectiles. It's probably the most, honestly, the Tsunami is probably the most overpowered gun in the game. Because not only does it just decimate enemies, it also it does shock and corrosive damage and normal damage. And honestly, corrosive element works like slag. So just imagine burning through a shield and melting through health bars like it's nothing. So yeah, of course the Tsunami is going to be better than this, but this is still powerful, because it gets a plus 66% damage bonus. That's also before my 58 or 48% damage bonus, plus my 102 reload speed and 153% accuracy. which helps because this thing also has a recoil reduction and a fire rate. No negative aspects. This is almost like a perfect weapon. That being considered, also I'm kind of out of fucking space, dog. Really need to start selling a lot of this junk. But no, yeah, the 60% SMG damage. The Defender class mod is semi-decent. If we look at the skills that it boosts, oh, it doesn't tell us, but 3 into Diva. Which one is Diva, actually? I think it's, yeah, so 3 into Diva, that's 5. So we got an extra 15%. So really we have a 40% shield capacity bonus. Which, you know, with our current shield, yeah, we're getting 3,000 shield capacity. Which is just it's not unheard of for this game, but it's on that borderline of it being considered unheard of. Also, this Jacob's Unforgiven is just looking at me different. What? Ba-da, 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 ba-ba, ba-da, 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 ba-ba. It only gets 2 shots, but this only gets 3 shots, but this does 1,300 damage. To think my health is at 1,120. 4,570. That is insane shield capacity. That is very insane. And then I have the Omega. Quick health regeneration. See, I want something like what I have, but with quick health regen. But yeah, I mean, if I were to totally swap class mods, if I were to swap comms and go with the Doll Professional class mod's pretty crazy. It adds a plus 35 weapon damage, plus 23% shield capacity, and adds 3 into high velocity, 3 into quicksilver. So let me kind of explain that. Velocity, where's velocity? I think it's this one right here. High velocity. Adding 3 more points into this is crazy work, right? Like, I mean, dog. Your bullet velocity is going faster, and then your damage is also slightly higher. On top of that 35% bonus. Quicksilver increases the fire rate with all weapons, so that's pretty nasty. But I figure that the dramatic entrance, what? Mind games. Yo, it's giving me skill that I don't even have. What? It says +4 into dramatic entrance skill. What is dramatic entrance? Oh. Your phase blast can daze enemies, reducing their movement speed and accuracy. How ass. But if I were to put 1 point into it, it would be the equivalent of having 5 points, which would leave this at 100%, basically. The only big key thing I hate about this game that I just cannot really get over is the fact that the class mods don't show you what skills that they actually increase. So the mercenary mod going from Actually, dog, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This blue rarity version's better. It gives me 25 SMG ammo regeneration. Girl power. What the fuck is girl power? Regenerates your shield. Killing an enemy is a kill skill, and it adds 4 into it. So let's see. 5 points is 7. So I mean, it would regenerate fat chunks of my shield. Sure, you can argue that, but it does nothing for my health. So it's kind of no point to it. I don't know. The why did I have this version? 66. Very slow health regeneration, and it has less shield capacity and recharge rate. So drop this piece of shit. This boosts health by 60%, which is pretty fat. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty tanky. 60% is a massive bonus. So let's generate that up a little bit. 1,792. I mean, and we're looking at almost 3,000 shield capacity, and that's with the wrong comm equipped as well. Actually, if we equip the defender class, yeah, we'd be well on our way into 4,000 shield capacity. I mean, yeah, almost 4,000 shield capacity, 1,700 health. That for late game, that's tanky. I do kind of wish my health was maybe say 2,000 or something grand like that, but I mean, it is what it is. But you know, that's also just the siren. Brick has a lot of health boosting skills. The late game of Borderlands is kind of awkward a little bit. It's not as refined as say Borderlands 2. The mid game is amazing. Early game is grand. So yeah, I got 3 almost max level characters. DoorDash. Should I DoorDash some Mickedy's nuts? Yeah, we're almost at level 65, which is, I mean, the max level is level 69. Oh, I know why I have this thing equipped. %90 pistol fire rate is crazy. Yeah, these class mods kind of suck. I wish they would boost more skills, and I wish that they would also show us what skills they're boosting and the number percentage. Anyway, my rocket bullshit. I have a 78% reload speed and a 70 something accuracy. You know, I can literally hold 11 shots in this. That is what's honestly insane. This class mod is called the Bombardier class mod. It adds a plus 27% rocket launcher reload speed and plus 3 into wide load. So, yeah. We didn't put anything into Brawler, which really is a melee focused segment. Dealing explosive damage to an enemy reduces the cooldown of Berserk. Honestly, it's kind of dog shit. Simply put, because Berserk just kind of sucks ass. Bash gives you the ability to daze enemies. Pretty early in game, like, you know. Juggernaut gives you a 50% damage resistance. Die Hard pretty much is powerful. Payback. Unbreakable is pretty solid. When your shields are depleted, you gain 5 seconds of a powerful shield regeneration. Master Blaster, killing an enemy increases your fire rate with all weapons and causes you to regenerate rockets for a few seconds. Cast Iron increases explosive resistance. Wide load adds plus 5 to magazine size for rocket launchers. And so the Bombardier adds plus 3, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can actually have 11 shots inside this rocket launcher. That is over fucking powered. Now I only have 5 more skills. So what will be the last 5 skills I invest in? Well, I would probably put Iron Fist to increase melee damage. Not even by a whole bunch, but So the purple one gives better bonuses, but the bombardier, the blue one gives me the ammo regeneration. I don't know why these purple class ones are so ass. Like, yeah, they give really powerful bonuses, but those bonuses are not worth the cost of regenerating ammo. Like, in a way, I have infinite fucking rocket ammo. I literally have infinite rocket launcher, which is kind of broken for this game, because, well, I mean, it kind of also sucks ass. But unless you're hitting direct hits, you're not really doing a whole lot, I guess. Oh, that's why it's a level 40 rocket launcher. That's why it sucks so much ass. I like how my crosshairs make a hashtag. You know, we really don't see a lot of rack hives, unfortunately, in Borderlands. I think we only get to see like 2 of them. These should be a much more common creature in Borderlands, in my opinion. Look, Chief, the fucking rack hive is so hard to kill. And it's not hard to kill because it's like difficult, it's hard to kill because it's a pain in the dick. God, I wish I had an ogre. Let's see here. Let's make the fucking. I mean, I guess we're not farming pearls. I mean, there's those things. Those things have negative drop rates. They're actually very rare. So rare that I've only acquired 3 in my time of playing Borderlands 1 on the PS4. 2 PS5, I guess. Look at that. Look at that. Just by killing that one creature, it put us about 1/3 of the way there. Crazy to me that I'm like 40 levels higher than these fuckers. So see all that? That's like stun effect. Now here, let me use regular weapons. Spider ants were definitely a tougher enemy in Borderlands 1 than they are in Borderlands 2. I just want to regurgitate that. They kind of nerfed them in Borderlands 2, I felt like, to make them less annoying. But in this, their hard shell was hard to break through. I wonder how much XP we get for killing the normal rack hive. I still bet it's a lot, but I don't think it's enough to like do anything on our XP scale. Yeah, the late game in Borderlands 1's kind of boring. I get so hyper fixated on nostalgia when it comes to this game, mostly due to the graphics in the early and mid game. Honestly, when like your first playthrough is a fun experience, especially when you get to like Old Haven, which Old Haven was like essentially, basically, it was like the same kind of map, sorta. And this has one of the best main menus in gaming. I'd say it's relatively comparable to, I don't know, maybe maybe Black Ops 1? Black Ops 1 had a very iconic main menu. But, you know, this game is so in its own universe, you know? I don't know, guys. I'm gonna get off.